Let's analyze Deadly Premonition 2. Well, it finally came out on PC, so I can finally record it and show it to you. This game is well worth analyzing. It is so full of interesting ideas and techniques. Even compared to Deadly Premonition 1, Deadly Premonition 2 feels overstuffed with ideas. It's great. That isn't to say that all of these things work. Deadly Premonition 2 is equal parts genius and ineptitude. And obviously it's my video series, so I get to decide which is which, but even if you disagree with me on any given point, hopefully it'll be fun to explore either way. That said, before we can talk about whether Deadly Premonition 2 uses its techniques well or poorly, we have to discuss what it's trying to do. Now, Deadly Premonition 1 was essentially Twin Peaks fanfiction. Deadly Premonition 2, however, tries to take on the surreal genre in general. Now, it calls the genre hyperreal rather than surreal, and I think that there's a little bit of confusion just in what term is being used where, due to the fact that this is, a game made by a Japanese guy, so using an English term, the English term might not mean quite the same thing. I don't consider Twin Peaks hyperreal. I consider it surreal, and similarly I consider this game surreal. But whether we call it surreal or hyperreal, the point is that you push past the end of reality to make a point. You exaggerate something on purpose to make a point. So the characters in these games often act in exaggerated ways, and the world often works in exaggerated ways, ignoring certain things and highlighting others specifically to make a point. Because of that, the game has to be janky. This is something that I think a lot of people don't understand. I saw a lot of reviews for Deadly Premonition 2 where people were upset that the game was janky. They were like, Swery, you have been making games for more than 20 years. Why are your games still a mess? You're making it bad on purpose, aren't you? And the answer is yes. If you think jank is bad, then yes, because he clearly made the game janky on purpose. His goal was not to make the smoothest possible experience. His goal was to make his experience as surreal or hyperreal as possible. That's why he used so many strange techniques, and that's why it's so well worth studying. So, the game is not good. But does it accomplish its goal of being hyperreal or surreal? Well, we're going to take that technique by technique, scene by scene, and hopefully we'll get to learn a whole lot. See you soon.